Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenos, and I have good news and I have bad news for you. The good news is that it's time for the second week of the LCUS. The bad news is that due to scheduling things, you are going to be stuck with me for all 6 games. To help alleviate that for you, I've got my good buddy Sig Tau Lord here for the first set. How you doing, Sig?
I am fantastic, and these folks are lucky. I mean, that's a buy one get 6 matches free by buying you. Man, give me that DLC.
Oh god, people are buying me now? Okay, I'm in a little bit of trouble then. So, first set of games here, we have Phoenix versus Option 12. What are your thoughts on this first set of games? We haven't seen Option 12 yet, this split.
Oh, we haven't, and I'm very excited to see their debut after the phenomenal display that Phoenix put on last week. But I'll be frank with you, Kenos. I tried to be that A1 number researcher, caster for you folks, but let me give you an expectation that I have for this match. I hopped on op.gg and I've checked a few other sites, and I have to go below 10 picks to find standard meta picks for this Option 12 squad. Shaken Not Stirred in the mid, Fat Lee now on ADC. We're going to be seeing some deep pool kind of stuff, folks, if we don't see meta stuff. So I'm hyped.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they work out. Reminder that Phoenix came back from a very close game in Week 1 against 9 Lives, and then absolutely destroyed them the second game. So, I mean, they're definitely the force to be reckoned with right now. We'll pop over to the standings real quick to show they are at the top. So, hopefully Option 12 will get a chance to assert themselves, but we're going to the picks now, so we'll see what happens. As always, we're going to expect some targeted bans against our good buddy Ace. But
I think that'll happen, but I'm interested to see if this Option 12 squad values the Singed band versus Lofi Senpai.
yeah, Singe definitely was making quite the impression in Week 1. There it is.
Yeah, that game too. I don't even think it was a counter pick. It was just insta lock. So I got mad respect to Lofi Senpai there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm expecting the next couple of bans to be toward Ace, though. But maybe not. Maybe they think that Shaken Not Stirred can take him on in that mid lane. I would imagine Anivia will be a ban, though. Hey, look at that. Alright, so then the next toss-up, I like the ban against Nocturne. Keeping that threat off the board.
It's a Prowler favorite.
But Fat Lee is ADC, you're right. I'm really interested to see how that works, considering that he's been such a force in the jungle in earlier splits.
Well, his op.gg is showing a highly reflexive still carry strategy, but yeah, no AD picks. So Zed is his highest win rate right now in this season, folks. So we could see our very first Zed bot lane.
Or one of the most... Zed's probably one of the heroes that we see, or champions that we see the least of in the LCUS as well. So seeing more of him is always nice.
Well, we're definitely going to see this hyper meta Sivir pick coming across for Evil. That is a preferred champion of his, folks. So that's not just meta, it's comfort.
Did use it very well in Week 1. Ooh. Possibly a Malphite pick. That could be a jungle, maybe?
Maybe, but I don't know if Prowler would go for that kind of pick. I could definitely see a Slippery P looking for definitely more of an engage heavy into Lofi Senpai, who was very aggressive. Maybe meeting that aggression with some aggression would be a good solution for that.
We'll see. Ezreal picked up as well. So, theoretically, both ADCs have been locked in.
And it does show Prowler definitely holding the meta. Not Prowler, Lord have mercy. Fat Lee definitely holding the meta.
Oh, LNZ TARDIS picks up that Zac. Definitely a favorite of his. If he does well with it, I'm expecting we'll see that get banned out in Game 2. It's typically a common thing. But we'll see what the last pick here is. Might grab a support right away. Ace generally, or sometimes seems to be okay with being picked last, and there we go. So we got a severe Braum bot lane. Definitely a reaction to that Ezreal, don't you think?
Definitely, but they're stripping away a comfort pick. CB Hickey this season so far is setting at a 83% win rate on Braum. That number's highly intimidating, so you definitely want to keep that comfort out of him.
Speaking of CB Hickey, do we think that Morgana is mid or support?
I don't think that you play a Morgana mid into Ace. I mean, it would be very bold. Shaken Not Stirred is definitely a pace setter, and wants that high engage value when he plays. So I don't know. Could be. I've been wrong before, more times than not.
Well, guess we'll see what happens. Guess we're seeing no ban here. Oh, there it goes. All right, so an Ari ban. Interesting.
Not Ace's standard pool, but it could happen. Chime back in on op.gg gate with Fat Lee. It's 16th pick for him. 50% win rate.
Karthus ban. All right. Well, I guess I can't say you guys should have picked Karthus for this game. Ah, well. I'll find something else to complain about.
I think everybody'd be upset otherwise.
Yeah. Speaking of people being upset, let's see a couple people in the chat here. Let's give some shout-outs, guys. Come on, let's start getting hyped for this. What mid laner you guys think Ace is going to pick up? He's basically got Xerath at the moment. Lux gone. All those sorts of things. Xerath guaranteed, says Blarney Timo.
I expected the Victor ban. Right now, that is Shaken Not Stirred's highest percentage win rate, and his real only top mid lane option in his top 10 win rate champions right now is standing in solo queue. So, definite comfort pick to strip from him.
Yeah, what I know about Shaken, he really likes Victor, so I'm expecting that most teams will ban that out against him. Kind of like we've been seeing up in the top lane with Greatbeard of Odin, Shen, or Sion bans. But we got the Master Yi, not the most common LCUS pick.
It's not, but it's been a high priority for Prowler in the jungle for probably the past 2 months. Seen a lot of solo queue play with high win rates on that.
Alright, and the Shen gets picked up, probably for Lofi Senpai there, so it most likely will be Malphite Shen top lane. Wet noodles everywhere.
Wet noodles, but I also really like this into the very aggressive Master Yi. This is going to allow a lot more global presence. So Phoenix definitely looking for that, being able to respond quickly.
Ah, yes, lest we forget, Ace has started to play Veigar. Played him last week, playing him again.
Did he have a skin?
I believe he did, yes. He has a couple of Veigar skins, I think. And, ooh, Ziggs, alright. So, Blarney Timo's second prediction that Morgana is mid looks to be incorrect. So, Ziggs Veigar. That's a very interesting mid lane.
That is a very punishing mid lane for Veigar. With Ziggs being able to create that constant pressure in lane and deal heavy damage to towers with that satchel charge, this could be a very gold-intensive mid lane. I can't wait to see how Ace tries to scale into that.
Yes, Santa Veigar has got to get lucky points out. That's one of Ace's favorite Veigar skins, I think. So he'll probably use that again.
Very festive.
But 3 tanks for Phoenix. So that's definitely in contrast to the 1 tank over there for option 12.
1 tank, but you don't need to be tanky when they can't hit you. That's the Master Yi strategy.
And the Ezreal strategy too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. I was just gonna say it's an interesting kind of setup here. I think if Prowler and Fat Lee can maneuver properly, they'll do a pretty good job against this Phoenix team. This Phoenix team has a lot of AoE disruption, so it's going to be up to the Ziggs and the Ezreal and the Yi's movement abilities to try to avoid getting stunned, knocked up, captured, taunted, all that good stuff.
100%. And with this bot lane on Phoenix, it's super safe into this Ezreal Morgana, which is another hyper safe lane. This are probably 2 of the safest lanes in League meta right now. So could be a snore fest, but who knows? They might throw caution to the wind. I think the highlight of the night's going to be top lane. TP's on both sides. Malphite strong engage with that Shin little baby cradle ultimate. I think it could be very interesting. But I think the win condition here, looking at these lanes, is going to be from the jungle with Yi. If Prowler goes off and goes off hard, I don't think Alonzi Tardis with Zach is going to be able to scale up to keep up with that. There's just so much more damage potential from this option 12 squad.
Yeah, Master Yi definitely has the potential to go off, like you said, but I think that even if he does become a powerhouse, I think that Phoenix might have an opportunity to stay in it, simply because of all the disables they have on the table. Um, Prowler goes off, but then, he gets ring stunned by Vagar. Zac bubbles him, bounces him, whatever. Taunts from Shen. We'll see what happens. They'll require some execution by Phoenix, definitely, though.
Mm-hmm. And there is a heavier global presence as well from this option 12 squad between Ziggs and Ezreal. In terms of offense, defensively, I would still say it's on Phoenix, but offensively, there's some definite range issues that you're going to have to deal with out of this option 12 squad.
Speaking of range issues, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on the mid lane between Vagar and Ziggs. Like you said, it's going to be really difficult for Vagar because Ziggs has the ability to just throw spells over those minions and all those other tricksy things that Ziggs players love to do. So seeing if Ace is able to build those stacks up effectively will be very interesting.
Oh yeah. In this dwindling 37 seconds, I'm gonna give it over to option 12 just on the late game scaling. I know that Vagar outscales pretty much everyone on that team solo, but you got to make it to that late game for it to matter. And I don't know if this squad can do it. This mid game coming out of option 12 is huge.
Well, my entire experience in MOBAs has been based around tanks, so I'm going to go with the team with 3 tanks and say Phoenix will take it, whether it goes early because they've shut down Yi enough or late because they managed to freeze the game until Vagar and Sivir get big.
Uh, the LCUS championships are won on the back of tanks, so you're not wrong there.
I guess we'll see what happens. We have some guesses in the chat about how many stacks Ace will get as Vagar. 350. Sigtao Infinite will be casting later, said 368. So everyone's thinking the game's going to go a little bit long.
You know how many I think?
How many do you think?
12, one for each Twitch Prime sub that I'm going to give this channel at the end of a year.
Ooh.
Please, folks, remember, while we are in this lull, getting ready to talk about skins, give us those Twitch Prime subs. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you get those automatically every month. Just click the little button right above the screen to give that to us. It keeps the lights on and lets us know you care and you're watching. Kinos, what's your thoughts on these skins?
Option 12 wins easily. Look at that. They have much better skin. I don't like joke skins. We've been through this. So Surgeon Shen, no thank you. Just like Mech Malphite, Cosmic Blade, Pulse Fire, great stuff.
You would be correct if Surgeon Shen was a joke skin. He's a medical professional, Kinos, and you need to check your privilege, all right? Look at the amount of intensity in those glasses. He's coming to save lives, and your disrespect towards the entire medical community is noted. That Mafia Brahm's just too cute.
Okay, we'll have to agree to disagree on that too. Of course, we could be stuck here for a while with the game still loading. I was trying to throw out just a quick analysis. I thought we were just going to swoop into that last little bit there, but shows what I know.
Well, somebody on here, Lee, won't show us anymore, but somebody's playing this on a good Kenmore brand toaster.
I do like how everyone on the teams have matching icons except Shaken. He's making a statement with that Ziggs icon. I think that's supposed to be Ziggs. Or not Ziggs, Zach. All right, we are.
I think it's Pool Party Zach, and they're playing into Pool Party Zach, so that's some meta stuff.
Yeah, makes you wonder whose side he's really on. All right, so we are into the game now. Make sure that I am at full speed. We are. All right, we are off. A couple of pings going on. Phoenix was the first team to get real aggression last week, I believe, but it looks as though option 12 is going to try to get some aggression here. They do have the kit for it.
Going with that very standard aggression. If CB Hickey lands the stun, that's probably first blood.
Yeah.
And Phoenix ain't having any part of it. Oh, wait, maybe not. Not throwing the Qs out. That's the point. Throw out them Qs, CB. We want to see it.
Nope.
Came here for
Well, then
gratuitous
again,
violence.
Slippery's going to run in right here. Senpai's waiting for him. Ace is caught in the back area. This is not going to be good for them. It's a 3v1. Starting with the taunt does help Ace a little bit, but he's still getting chased. I'm surprised that they aren't just all turning on Ace. He's going to have to waste something to get out of here, I think. Yeah, I feel like everyone chasing Ace would, well, maybe... Oh, come on, Slippery. Get in there.
Hey, we're going to run out of mana for his laning phase. That and isn't Vigar getting stacks with every Q he lands?
Meanwhile, some action on the other side of it. We may get first blood here.
Woo!
So everyone decides to keep fighting while the caches are distracted by Ace possibly getting taken out.
We definitely don't play favorites here. And that's dangerous, going over to that Sivir. Lots of 50 golds being sprinkled about everybody, but that's something you got to weigh early game with that Sivir getting activated much faster than an Ezreal.
I'm just surprised that they decided to keep fighting there. The positioning was completely off. That's part of the reason why I backed up. I was like, they're all scattered. There's no way they're going to keep engaging like that, but it shows what I know. Alright, Lofi Senpai using that taunt a little bit more here. Trying to take advantage of the fact that there's low mana top lane. Meanwhile, Envy is down here getting some kills already. Good CS lead. See if it sustains or not. And we have Prowler stealing blue. See if Alonzi also steals blue. Looks like going for Crab. He may not have the opportunity to do it.
Very difficult to manage that.
Interesting little character glitch thing. Alright, so pushed against turret here. The early level 2 is definitely going to be a bit of an issue. They're almost 75% of a level over down the mid lane there. So might put Fatley and Hickey off a little bit. Ace is at 16 stacks so far. Oh, LNZ is getting the blue buff. Alright.
Let's hope he can clear it fast.
He should be able to get out of there. I don't know. Well, Prowler is heading there if he goes for the wolves first. Okay. Wisely gets out. Is he going to go for any sort of gank here? It looks like he's going to try it. This should get spotted. There is pinging coming in. Oh. Hickey might have gone a little bit. Nope. No one decides to take advantage of that.
Just waited long enough to make us look stupid.
I mean,
I like this Shen top. He went Grasp of the Undying Kenos, which means he's able to continue this aggression almost near continually.
and he's definitely been doing that. We've been seeing he keeps landing taunts on the Malphite up in the top lane, taking advantage of the fact that he doesn't have to worry about mana efficiency. See, there's another one right there. Really bullying this Malphite. Yeah, we do have the Ziggs going back. Let's see what he decides to pick up, giving Ace possibly an opportunity to get ahead in CS, but Ace is going back. Well, no, he's not. 25 stacks.
Now, I would say this is a good choice, but I think Ace made the right choice staying. That TP being down right now, he would miss out on a lot of valuable farm in this upcoming wave. He needs to get ahead.
Yeah, he is going back now, though. So we'll see if he misses out on a lot of that CS, like you said.
Well, he pushed the wave in. He knows wave. Oh, wait, there it comes. Oh, wave management. So exciting. Just the whole reason we watch this.
Alright, so Slippery, despite being bullied by the Shen, did not go back. The Shen will be going back now. So, you know, Slippery's been doing pretty good. Constant pressure. Malphite's passive, I'm sure, has been helping him quite a bit.
Oh yeah, he's farming like a pro. Not poking back, not giving into the aggression, but using that Q to farm. High respect for Slippery P. Slippery did join us, Kenos, this past week for the podcast. I hope all our listener friends out there will check that out on our YouTube now. We do stream it live every Wednesday on our Twitch.
Alright, we do have Shaken hitting 6 here. Ace is going to be a little bit before 6. And we may have a fight here. We do have the two junglers running into each other. LNZ TARDIS is far below levels on Prowler. He should probably get out of there. And does. There's some of that farming disadvantage you were talking about, Zach, just not with the clear time that Yi does.
No, and I got to point out, Zach loves going into these multi-monster camps like Krugs, but if you look, his Krugs are up right now, like Wolves, like the Raptors, which is still up. He needs to be prioritizing those in these rotations.
Shout out to, I mean, it's very interesting watching these two bot lanes kind of engage with each other. Ace coming in the backside, though. I'll talk about that in a second. Fat Lee taking some big damage there. Delete button goes off, tries to avoid it, still gets hit by it. Regosaurus loops around. Not sure they're going to get anything out of here. Here comes Prowler. Ace is going to get abandoned by everyone and gets rooted as well. 3v1 Shen ult coming in. Can the Shen Todd save a good flash to get some distance there? Stun lands as well. Top lane teleport coming in. Zach should hopefully land on that. Interrupt ultimate by Malphite. Back up. Heal is blown. Malphite is going to go down. Does manage to go down. Here comes the Ziggs bomb. Doesn't kill anyone. Ziggs has coming around. He could get several kills here. Let's see what happens. Gregosaurus does go down. Ace still very, very low. Shen manages to pull a shield to him. Bounces out. Envy, you got to get out of there. Get out of there, please.
Or not. Just 1v3. That's good, too.
Oh.
Dear God, this is the eternal team fight.
Okay, LNZ decided to go in. Gets the flash blown on Hickey. Ziggs has no mana, though, so I think LNZ should be okay. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Shaking choked a little bit there. I think if he'd held still, would have had to move. Alright, so what I was going to say... it was interesting watching this bot lane go back and forth because you have these clashing or competing abilities that work very well together. Sivir's Spell Shield, Morgana's Black Shield, all kind of working to deal with the various spells and abilities that both sides are throwing at each other.
Well, we were, 20 seconds into that fight before someone fell. We had time for Malphite to TP in, the Shen ultimate once the Vigar back flank didn't work out as expected. Those health bars were like roller coasters, just bouncing everywhere.
See if Prowler decides to go top here. I think he could. Nope. Oh, Slippy's taking a big chunk of damage here, but here comes Prowler. Lofi may not have the ability to deal with this. Taunt is at 1 second, decides to go in rather than run away. Alright, so the Yi definitely helping out.
Yeah, right now 27 CS lead on Alonz. This is definitely solo Q Yi. Just looking to put the team right up there on his shoulders.
Ace at 64 stacks. We do have an Ocean Drake here and a ping on that Drake as I say that, so possibly someone thinking of taking it at some point. Maybe Ace is suggesting they go for it.
Maybe. We do see Queen Elizabeth with the 5-star name. That was some manly 1v3 for Sivir. And Arcane Soda bringing us the first Twitch Prime sub of the night. Thank you so much, Soda. Welcome to the party.
Alright, looks like another attempt to steal blue here. Meanwhile, bot lane, Sivir is 2v1ing now.
Spell Shield is down, so more Q could be dangerous.
Oh. Other side going for a blue. Oh, okay, Prowler versus Prowler going in here actually. Make it the 2-for-1 here. Not gonna end up. Yeah. So they get the passive. Really far behind enemy lines. You gotta look out for that.
Rough.
Should get the dragon here. We could see Envy maybe try to steal it, but looks as though they're not even gonna bother.
No, I think he's making the right choice. It does look like they're in a rough position, but folks, he's 28 CS above. It's a kill and a half. Envy definitely putting in that work bot line.
He was very close to stealing it though. Another second or two, and he would have probably thrown out, possibly taken it. We'll see though if that impacts the game. We were having a lot of conversations last week about favorite dragons. Partial the Ocean Drake, as I said before. Prowler getting very aggressive, though, stealing Zach's farm now as well. Ace might actually get killed by a dive here. They're thinking about it. Ace going a little far forward here. Prowler's going to go in. Ace has almost no health. Zach's going to come in help. Shen ult as well. That stun field is really helping things out. Ace getting targeted. Oh, the save by Alon Z here. Prowler in a lot of trouble now. He is going to have to heal up, see if he can get out that way. He's not going to be able to. It's that thing about Yi. He doesn't really have defensive mobility when his flash is down.
No, it was very difficult to read, but you tax that Shen, making him use that ultimate right now. So we might see some return aggression from him.
Yeah, Shen's ult being down is obviously a big window for any attacking team. Ace being really, yeah, you gotta get the heck out of there. Ace, 41 hit points.
But there's farm, Kenos. There's farm.
There is farm. There's also a global ultimate that he's very lucky is on cooldown. 87 stacks. Envy being a little far forward here. Does have the spell shield available. Though we know Envy's reflexes on that spell shield can be a little treacherous sometimes. Shaken getting a lot of that tower gold farm though, so that's going to be really good for him, getting a little bit of extra bonus. We do see that he is significantly up on CS. And got first turret as well. Oh, here comes Prowler again. Maybe not. Does get the ult out of him though, so that's good. Snagging that Sivir ult. Help with engages in the future.
Oh, Clin's coming out.
Okay. That Ziggs ult is not quite at where he probably wants it to be at this point. But obviously he is only level 10. Doesn't have any real AP items on him anymore. Slippery doing some maneuvering here. Might just be going for the heal. Yep, going for our good Rift Master here.
Get it started. Prowler will be there in a minute.
Lofi's here too, though, so they are going to spot this. It'll be a 3v1, though. I don't think Lofi wants that. Ooh, ult is blown. They're going to try to get Lofi here, but Shen's mobility. Probably should have saved that Malphite ult. Little help from Ezreal. That was cute.
Oh, he reset it! Oh, he did manage to allow Shelly to reset there.
And now here comes Ace. Big move there by Alon Z as well. Grab, throwing. Let's see if Prowler will get a kill here. Lofi is very low. Does blow in the flash. They kill Alon Z. Might get Ace too. Ace does an aggressive flash. 27 hit points. That might have been a misclick. The flash didn't actually help him any more than just turning and attacking would, I don't think.
Woo!
So
that was intense.
Yeah, a lot of very close fights here in this first 14 minutes. Everyone getting out by the skin of their teeth if they get out at all. So with the farm difference in the mid lane, we have a similar farm difference in the bot lane, which is might be able to get. Nope, he's just gonna bounce away like Ziggs does.
Now, from chat, Kenos, we do see your compatriots in Set 2 and Set 3 saying that Jeff and Sigtal Infinite, if Prowler plays it right on the back of Malphite ult and Ziggs AoE, he should be able to come in and clean up every fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is something that Master Yi can really clean stuff up, but he needs to have those opportunities. He does have 3 kills so far, which is definitely something you want to see on a Master Yi. Might be going for another one here. See what happens. Lofi does have taunt available, so as long as he doesn't taunt the wrong way. He does see Prowler here as well, so not that big of a threat. LNZ's managed to catch up in levels a little bit. Still almost 2,000 down in gold, though. Okay, they do know Prowler is here. Alright, going in here. Looks as though Ace is going to lay a trap. Oh, interesting Ziggs bomb there. Let's see what's going to happen here. The Braum is probably what they were not expecting. Delete button is used on Prowler. Ace now has that double kill. Shen ult being used to protect Regisaurus Rex. Here comes the Zac. That was a great flash. That was an excellent flash. Good job, Shaken.
I like it. More of that, please. Very good teamwork there from Phoenix.
Yeah, and we're seeing what Infinite was talking about last week, where Phoenix, once they start getting rolling, is just non-stop presence and engage when they have the opportunity to. Another good bomb there by Shaken. He's showing some real utility.
Actual charge of the year.
Yeah.
It was disengage on 2 levels in opposite directions? I don't think you could pay for that kind of results now.
Alright, they get a turret of their own now, so 1 turret apiece. LNZ has not been spotted here, though they do know that Gregosaurus is there. We'll see if LNZ decides to hang out here much longer. He is charging up. Once again, they don't know he's here. In he goes. They do hit the Morgana, who does burn the flash. I don't think she's going to die here, though.
Nope, and that spell shield was just a little late, but it helped with the follow-up CC after that Zac pull.
They really want to get this turret down, but Shaken's very oppressive DPS able to force them off. Cute little silver shield there to get some mana back.
That Morgana Q was chasing Alonzi Tardis. Very adept flash, perfect timing to avoid there. Good engage, good disengage, everybody well played.
Alright, the Cloud Drake's going to be really big for Phoenix here with the style they're doing with a lot more movement here. Meanwhile, once again, the Rift Herald is getting taken out. So, dragging for Rift Herald. And a dive here, possibly. Let's see what happens. Good awareness by Option 12 to try to get out of there, but that's not going to help CB Hickey at all. Good Black Shield, big health there. NB takes it down on the other side. Ezreal gets deleted, and Hickey will follow soon. Very, very gentlemanly of Gregosaurus to not steal that kill.
Nope, 2 for naught and a tower. Alonzi just trading his passive in for that. I'll call that a fair trade.
Ooh, Prowler might get caught here. Oh, just managed to summon the Rift Herald in time.
Ooh. Tardis being bold going after this Gromp right now.
Could get picked off by Shaken. Actually might. A lot of damage here. Yep. That's some risk you don't need to take when you're that low. Jeff saying how the game might be over since Veigar is 6-0. 170 stacks. We'll see though. Checking out the gold, he is still below the 3-0 Ziggs, which is rather interesting. Looking at the stat line, you wouldn't think it's that much of a difference.
No, and you can see that Shaken Not Stirred is going for the Rabdon's Death Cap next, so his damage output's going to go up incredibly.
Yeah, with Ziggs in particular, that extra AP is going to be absolutely insane. Looks as though a big Malphite ult might be coming here. Let's see what happens. Does get a Shen ult coming in to try to help. That's a dead Braum if nothing else. Big ult though. Maybe Braum will actually get out of there. Slippy manages to get out as well. Is no one going to die? Oh, Prowler, here comes the cleanup. Zac does hit him though. He's popping a lot of abilities left and right. Ace gets taken out as well, so that's a 3 for 2.
Luffy Senpai looks like he's just trying to bait it out.
Might be baiting out a little more than he can chew though. LNZ could get a Hickey here though. Here we go. Yeah, that's
Oh, big clean.
Little too much greed there with a Zac on the board.
Oh, and the salty Franken emote there. Luffy Senpai. Glad Riot put that in. That was a neat feature.
Alright, so LNZ's gotten caught up a little bit here. Well, actually, no, he hasn't. He's down even more gold on the Yi, but he's definitely making his presence known when he enters the field, like Zacs do. Serving different purposes. 5 and 5 on this Master Yi, so basically every time he enters a fight, he dies as well. Okay, they are going on Shaken here. That might be a little too aggressive, though. Gregosaurus realizes it and backs out.
Probably the right move, but I think it was the right call going in on Shaken. Man's got $700 sitting on his head. Yeah, you try and dunk on him.
Alright, we do have the Baron on the field now. Earth Drake is the next Drake up. Oh! Sivir gets grabbed now. Good block coming in there. Gets taken out just on the barest edge of that ult, and now more kills are getting wrapped up as well. Phoenix is going to have to start being a little more careful. Respect the burst damage that can come out of this option 12 team because there is a lot of it. Ace does get the stun off though. Delete button is online, everyone. 200 AP on this Veigar. But again, when we're talking about burst damage, Ace has got to respect that. He was playing so greedily last week as well, playing in the front lines as Veigar. You can't do that against this team.
No, not at all. Not when even there. I don't think there's a safe line right now for this Phoenix squad between Malphite and Yi. I don't think that you can be safe in a team fight. So you definitely need to be going for picks right now.
Going for picks and going for disables. I'd like to see what would happen in an actual 5-man engagement here. For the most part, these fights have just been trickle-in battles. So a full 5-man team. Well, it looks like LNZ's trying something. They may regret this, though. Prowler is pretty powerful, but at the same time, they're plopping a lot of stuff on him. Here comes the Shen ult as well. Doesn't matter, though. Zac goes down, so at the moment, it was a 1-for-1. Ooh, oh. Regasaurus sidestepping, possibly a death there from the Ezreal ult. Ace getting greedy. Ace getting very greedy. Do you go for Dragon here?
I do. When you're running this strong comp that they're trying to push in, trying to get this mid-game advantage, you want the tower damage that you're going to get from this Earth Drake. So, yeah, most definitely. Put it in your pocket.
Alright. Maybe a Ziggs ult here on the Dragon. Here it comes. Yep.
Ooh, rough, but strong. It's intimidating.
I mean that's like the most predictable thing I could see happening. Especially when you don't have that smite. All right, so option 12 is definitely keeping this game very, very interesting. They've been up for most of the game, actually. Not by a lot, by about, 2,000 gold, give or take. But losing that Dragon's got to be a little disheartening, especially considering how powerful Prowler and Shaken are already.
Well, this will enable that Yi to be able to split push much more effectively. Gregosaurus.
Yeah.
Woo. That TP might not even be necessary, but now they can secure this Baron. Now it's a 5v4.
Well, we'll see if they decide to do it or not. Obviously, Yi has a lot of pressure here, but I think that depending how far forward they go... Okay, the ult is used here. Let's see what happens. Ace immediately goes in to try to lock Prowler down. Deletes Prowler. Big Ezreal ult, though. That might be all they need to get this going here. Slippy trying to take Ace down. Doesn't manage to do it. Ace, once again, very, very low. Zac has to flash for it. I don't even know what Fat Lee's doing down here. Zac might be able to get out of here thanks to his passive. Oh!
Oh my god, that damage!
AoE splash damage.
Timing.
What?
Oh.
What resurrection passive, man? I'm not familiar with it.
Ooh.
Alright, so Ace is they're calling out to kill Ace here. I don't think Ace is gonna make it. Does get Fat Lee to use his flash though. So
yeah, and Fat Lee got 500 for it. That was probably worth it. 650 actually.
Gregosaurus once again might be a little too far forward here. Gotta be a little careful here. He may be a tank, but he is not tanky compared to some of the other more durable characters on the team right now. Alright, so a lot of turrets are, or at least the mid lane turret here for both teams is very weak. Get some easy gold on the table there. Getting close to a 3,000 gold lead now, so option 12 definitely has the momentum here. They've got, I'm not going to say scarier threats because delete buttons are a thing, but they definitely have threats that can deal with more than just straight up one target. Oh, standing on a ward, what a world. Here comes Gregosaurus, try to help, does seem to absorb that ult from the Ezreal, but unfortunately not able to stop the Ziggs there. Gregosaurus greedily goes back to try to get the heal and instead just dies, losing the flash as well.
But heal was the red side heal too. That wouldn't have done him a lick of good.
Maybe he was going for the blast cone. Maybe he thought he could use that. Ace is split pushing here. Not sure if that's where you want your mid laner to be, but it seems as though he's just deciding to try to get some pressure off, if any. So we've got a Baron buff, very powerful characters here with the Ziggs. The Ziggs also is 6-0 as well. Alright, so Ace gets that turret for turret so far, still pushing. Would be doing a lot better, obviously, if they had that Earth Drake. But it looks as though option 12 is just willing to try to go in and win the game. Ace does not have a teleport, so he will have to manually go back. We will see if Phoenix is able to hold the line here. It looks as though Ace might be okay with not pushing the inhibitor anymore, but we do have option 12 just trying to go win this. Here comes the Ziggs, big ultimate there. Hickey is going to go down. Let's see who else does. Turret is focused on Slippy, who does get taken out as well. We have Prowler going down. Triple kill here for the Sivir, who is dodging all of Fatlee's skill shots.
Okay.
So, with all the...
Inhibitor for inhibitor, looks like there's definite advantage to Phoenix, to option 12 right now, as they did take both the Nexus turrets, but
with Ace...
Igar's still pushing!
Yep. All that doubt of could the team do it. Ace could just win here, I don't know. Can he take out the Nexus in 10 seconds? Here we go. I think he can. Those autos are pretty powerful for a caster. Here comes Hickey to try to interrupt. Flashes, throws out the prison, ults as well. Ace will get stunned if nothing else here. Okay, so Ace will die. Okay. But did a lot of base damage.
Makes you question a few things when you play this game. Vygar got as much work did as the entirety of option 12.
But now,
Prowler hopping in on this Envy.
But now here,
not walking away good.
Here comes some complacency, right? Ace did a big play there, so now Envy's getting maybe a little bit overzealous. Let's not forget, both Nexuses are fully exposed here. So they really need... Phoenix needs to draw a line in the sand here, because they're going to lose otherwise. So now the next question, can Lofi stall for 20 seconds? Well, Lofi and Gregosaurus. Okay. Can Phoenix stall for 12 seconds? Here we go. The ults all pile in on Veigar. Veigar goes down immediately. Gregosaurus being a big distraction as well. It's the tanks against the whole team. I don't think Sivir can handle this on her own. This is going to be a GG here for option 12. Envy's exuberance may be costing them that game, but
maybe I don't think you could put it down to one factor like that.
Well, sure, that's how the human mind works, though, right?
Yeah.
You remember the last play you saw?
No, most definitely. That did not mean to come out as it did, but you're 100% right. Some mistakes were made that cost them the game, despite a very, very odd-paced finale there.
Yeah, definitely oddly paced, but I mean, these damage graphs show what we saw throughout the course of the game. Big damage coming out of this Master Yi and the Ziggs. Ace obviously being the next. Didn't quite catch what his Q was there at the end. And then the Ezreal. Fat Lee doing a very good job with some skill shots there. Getting danced on a little bit there by the Sivir. But at the same time, great play by both teams. Option 12 managing to do a more solid beginning to end game. All right. So we'll do a quick break then. Do maybe a little bit more analysis of what we just saw and see what kind of adjustments both teams will make for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.